telephone number up here. And there's going to be a couple things that I want people to text us during the live stream. Most of you have my number, but if you don't, now you do. Oops, I don't know my own phone number. So 612-964-4714. We want to thank you guys that are out in virtual world. We want to thank you for logging on this morning. We are super excited to have everybody here. It's been a really fun couple of months. Jake and I have done a lot of traveling. Now it's time to get back to business really hard for a week, and then we're going to head on vacation with Bob and Jody Kleiss that are 1-stars in our business. And guys, we want you to know this is your Super Bowl. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. Carolina Panthers, and I just had to ask the Broncos. I should have known that because I was giving a friend of mine grief. I'm not really, I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl, but we don't live for football. So we have baby Avon here. So if you have if you hear baby noises, it's Avon chiming in. But guys, we're super excited. There are going to be a couple things that we're going to want you to text in a little bit. How much you've lost in your weight using Catopia, because we're going to do a total for those reporting in about how much you've lost. I know Jeremiah Harvey is over 145 pounds. That's more than I weigh. So we're super excited about everything. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Jake up, and he's going to go over some things, and then we're going to hear from Bob Kleiss, who's a 1-star in our business, about the X-Tribe bonus. Because our desire for every person on our team is to not only help other people get healthy, but we're in business to make money. So we want to help you guys all make a lot of money this year. So let's go ahead and bring Jake up, and he's going to do a review of where we are at.
Well, thanks, Jane. Thanks, everyone, for coming out this morning, and thank you, Jane, for that delicious breakfast item with cauliflower. What would you call that?
Breakfast bake.
Breakfast bake. It was really good, wasn't it? I mean, using the cauliflower, I didn't miss the hash browns at all. I'm loving losing this weight and everything else. It's just really good to be on. So here's where we're at as a team. It's just really an exciting time. We're past the holidays. We're past all the distractions and stuff. We can just run with this over the rest of the winter, moving into spring. We're past the holidays we can run with it, Jane and I, but so can everybody else. I mean, I think the decks are cleared. We're excited about it. And we've got some new focus and some new ideas on how to build your business and how to move ahead. So that's where we're at. I mean, where we're at is just a brief overview. Our business, our team is great. We love our team. So many people came down to Salt Lake City. We had a great time. I know a lot of you are watching online right now. That's terrific. It was great seeing the Catopia launch and everything going on with that and learning a lot more about the product. For me personally, I'm at my all-time low weight right now. Since I started this, I'm at 202 pounds. I'm looking forward to getting under 200 over the next few days. That's like going to be a huge benchmark, because then I'll be down about 30 pounds from when I started, which is insane because, once you hit 50 plus, I mean, or maybe for everybody, there's a point where you just think you can't lose weight anymore. And I'm walking around with this big belly, and I'm getting heavier every year, and I'm just hating it. And it's in the back of your mind all the time.
Picture.
Show my. Oh yeah. In fact, here's a cutout. This is what I looked at in July. This is my picture of our daughter's wedding. I cut it out and mounted it on some foam board. But I think you can see a difference. Can you see a difference?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty dramatic. So
a 44 waist pant.
Yeah, I love the Catopia product around it all the time. But that brings up the next point, and that is this is a business. And what I'm going to tell you now is maybe a little bit heresy or not what you have been thinking, but here's how I look at it. This business was built on power strips. Everybody you see on that stage who's 4-star, 5-star, all-star, they built their business on power strips. Power strips took this company from nothing to triple-digit growth in the first year. Power strips are just an incredible product. Power strips got Jane and I in. When we were doing the power strips, our business grew like crazy. Now, I have to say, we're still growing. We're getting people in on Catopia. But I'm going to advance an idea that this is a business and let's do what works for us. For example, if you sell someone a Katopia kit, and I'm not knocking Katopia. Katopia is phenomenal, and as I just said, it went very, very well for me. But, you know, if you look at, you got to sell a whole Katopia kit for whatever you sell it for, you know, and that is 50 points. If you sell if you sell one pack of power strips, that's 50 points. So my point is, this is a business. Points is how you get paid. With Katopia, you're doing twice the work for half the points. Now, I'm not knocking Katopia. I have a solution for this. But building your business, you want to get people on 100 points auto ship. That's how you make it happen. If you have a whole team on 50 points auto ship, you're doing all this work for half the points. We're doing this because we want our team to succeed. I've talked to other leaders. They're moving the same direction. So start out with power strips. They sample easy. They have dramatic results. When we were just doing only the power strips, because that's all we had, Jane would be out along with Carol and other people at these events. And I remember there's this video. This woman walks up to the table, tries a power strip. What, 10, 12 minutes later, she's moving her arm that she hadn't moved in like years, and did a video. I mean, it's a little 15-second video, but I mean, it's from the heart. It's genuine. It's, you know, it's just like the miracles that happen with the power strips are incredible. So for me, and I've talked to Jane about this, I'm going back to the power strips to lead with that first. If I see someone with an infirmity or and a little bit of pain, I mean, it's great. I can offer that. It's not a lot of money out of pocket. You know, it's not a huge investment. Because if you look at it, a whole Katopia kit for 50 points or a power strip pack for 50 points, the power strip pack is about half the price. So people can afford that.
But we want to get people started on 100 points. That's the ultimate goal.
Right, and that's what my point is, what's easier to sell, a pack of power strips or a Katopia kit? Well, the power strips are easier to sell. Now, I'm not knocking Katopia, and I have a solution for that. I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. But you want to have people on 100 points auto ship. So what I would recommend is the consumer pack. And how much is that? Is that $149?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I can tell times are getting better, because when times were tight, I knew the price of everything. Now I know it's just somewhere in the middle of, you know, between 100 and 200. So you get the consumer kit, and that's 100 points. And with the consumer kit, which a lot of people built their business with, people get a pack of the power strips, the beauty strips, and they get a pack of the solar strips. So they get to try all three products. And that's a great deal for only whatever the price is, like $150 or whatever it is. So you get 100 points for that compared to 50 points for the Katopia kit. So if you think of this in your whole downline as it grows and it grows and it grows, if you have people on 100 points versus 50 points, you're going to get there twice as fast. And that was the reason of the initial success of FGX growing so rapidly, so quickly, and people hitting all these ranks. So I want everybody else to participate in this. So now you might say, well, what about Katopia? You were just talking how great it worked, and it works great. To me, Katopia, I would start that out as a retail-only product. Then you're going to make $40 right up front. If they order it if you order it for them through the company, you're going to come out $40 ahead on the first kit. After that, if they like it, then get them on auto ship. But why cut yourself out of 6 months of commissions, or it would take 6 months of commissions just to even get to that $40. You make about over 6 months, right?
Yeah. Does that make sense, you guys?
Is this making sense? Because I don't want people
we're out to make money, right?
Yeah, and we're not knocking anything. I'm just saying stack the deck in your favor.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't make sense to be working so hard and not get the points, because ultimately it's the points that are going to get you to the next rank. The points are going to get you to the bonus. And it was when we started this business, and we just had a Katopia only focus. So maybe this is our fault over the last several months, talking about Katopia, the weight loss and all that, which is great. But the real excitement when we got in, right, Jane, was getting all these people in on these power strips It wasn't much for them to get 1 or 2 packs right off the bat. And the power strips just have a phenomenal hit rate in terms of taking care of people's pain. I was at corporate, one of the early fly-ins, and this guy was speaking who was very, very grounded and down to earth, and he said power strips work 100% of the time for 100% of the pain. I thought, man, that's quite a boast. I mean, but he went on to explain that over time, everyone will get benefit. Some people it might take a week or 2 weeks or longer, but everyone will benefit from the power strips. So, and we've got great videos on the FGX page about how they work. Very simple. So what you also need to get are these sample bags. Do you want to give me one, Jane, here? I don't know how many of you have these, but you can order these in your back office, and you just, put 1 or 2 in here, whatever you're comfortable handing out, because, it is a business. You don't want to be giving away. But these bags are $29 for 100, and they keep the power strips fresh and safe. You can seal them in, and they come with a little
You get
brochure. Yeah, do you want to hand that here because people online can't see?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you also get a little flyer you can put in the bag with your power strip. These bags come empty. You have to put your own power strips in them. But we have a bunch of these. We keep these on hand. And, last year in Mexico, we got 2 or 3 people in, not people from Mexico, but tourists in Mexico who were feeling pain and whatnot. I got this guy in from Texas. There's a couple from Hastings. Yeah, because we're just handing out these samples. And I said, Jane, we're missing the boat. We're like so focused on weight loss, we're kind of missing the thing that took this company to the superstar level. And I think people in corporate, also need to start devoting a little time to this. I mean, they're working on everything, and everybody's really busy with everything going on. But I'm taking a stand to go back to basics, talk to people about power strips, talk to people about the solar strips. The beauty strips aren't my thing, I'm a guy, but the beauty strips have an excellent track record too. All these things ship in that envelope model. Anywhere in the world, you're not limited by country. And then if people are looking for weight loss, great. But then get them in as a retail customer. We've ordered a number of 9 kits. We deliver them personally to people and just collect the money on the spot. We sell them for 150, whatever. Like we got 150 from that last one.
Yeah.
Do we ever charge more than 150 or not?
That's about what
Yeah, that's about it. So anyhow, that's what we're doing. So I challenge every one of you to get these sample bags again, get back on the power strips, or make sure you have power strips that you can sample. Go back to the videos that you were using 7 or 8 months ago. They work, they're very effective, and that's what built the company up. So I feel very strongly about this, getting back to basics. Everyone's going to do very well, and then the bottom line is get people on 100 points auto ship. Your business will grow twice as fast. It's nice making money, but why not make double what you're making? Because we're in this to make money. I mean, I'll be honest. We're helping people. It's a great business. It's a business that cares about people, but ultimately it's a business. And I think, the Katopia thing alone has a great potential, but you're going to be working twice as hard for half the money. So that's basically my business thing. Does anybody have any questions about that? My sales pitch and getting back to basics, or?
I don't.
Yes, Carol.
I have a person who absolutely does not want to sign on, and she'll buy a kit periodically or a box of shake mix. And what I charge her, I try to figure out what it would cost if she had actually ordered. But I really should get, whether I place the order for her, I should get her account set up.
Right. Well, I would do this. I mean, I would certainly charge her what the retail is, because it's a business. And I remember, like in the previous business people were in, they would just sell whatever product was for what they paid for. Well, then you're not making money. And I'm a business guy. I've got a painting business. I've always thought business. I love business shows like on CNBC, like The Profit with Marcus Lemonis, or restaurants. I mean, it's a business. So I'm coming from a business point of view. I'm not coming from.
Yeah, you don't give your court reporting away.
Yeah, I would. Right. I don't give away pain. I don't say, well, I might throw something in on a big job, but I'm still getting all that money for a big job. I mean, I'm not going to say, well, I'll paint your house for free or something like that. So I would charge anyone that wants the product That's great, but go on the website, and if you have extra product, go sell it for what it would cost them to buy it with shipping and tax, and then let them try it, because that's what they have to pay for it anyhow, and then you pocket the difference. That's your profit. There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
I guess my point was, is selling it to them as retail, is the profit there the same, more than or less than if they signed on?
It's gonna be less expensive for them to sign up as a distributor.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, if they just wanna order.
One product or,
Yeah, one
Then-
Ketopia kit.
yeah, you're gonna get more money selling them one product than if they got it as a distributor, because then you just get the points.
Right, yeah, okay, gotcha.
So you're gonna be ahead of the game financially if you just charge the appropriate amount
Right,
when you give them the product, when you sell them the product, you know. But, you know, I'm just, like, I was always horrified in some of these other businesses, people, oh, I paid $6 for this product, here, I need $6. So, you know, it's like, no, you need $9. I mean, it's a business, whatever you need. So that is my thing. So any other questions about, and there's nothing wrong with having customers. That is a good thing. You know, not everybody wants to be a distributor. If we have people on our Ketopia thing, they just want to buy the 10-pack. They don't want to get into a business. They don't, oh, okay, fine. Make the $40 off the kit. They try it, they start losing weight, then suddenly their friends ask them, what the heck are you using?
Right.
Then they might sit in, you can come back and say, well, you know, your friend wants it. Have you thought of becoming a distributor? You would make money off of selling them this kit, you know, and then maybe then the process starts.
Does that make sense, Katie? As a brand new person?
Yeah, don't force, you know, we were in another bit, and it was like, force everybody to be a distributor. They have to be a distributor. It's telling them, you know, no, if someone wants to, because that's always bugged me about network marketing. It's a lot of great products. Then you express interest in the product, and then suddenly you got to do the business. There's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, I mean, like, I just wanted to try the product. So just sell the product, but, you know, make sure you're making a profit on it. Nothing wrong with making a profit. So, okay, that kind of wraps up the back to basics, and then Jane's going to talk about sampling Ketopia.
Right.
And the power strip samples. So,
I am a proponent of meeting with people.
okay, you got to do this in front of the camera, Jane.
I'm
I don't know if people can hear you.
When our video is not live streaming, so nobody can hear us right now.
What? Well, you
It's
should
not.
tell me that.
Yeah, it's not live streaming. So, guys, when I'm gonna sample something, I used to give strips away. And I don't know about you guys, but if you go somewhere and somebody gives you like a brochure, or like we were on a plane coming back from, I don't even remember where we were coming back from, but we met some people that were in another company, and they're like, oh, here, try our shake mix. You know, and I'm like, well, I really like the shake mix I use. You know, I appreciate, no, just try it. I would, you know, love to hear what you think. And I'm like, oh. Okay, so I took it. Do you know what happened like 2 weeks ago? I took it out of my purse and threw it away.
Yep.
They just wasted however much their sample cost. Because I have no interest in trying somebody else's shake mix. You know, I look at the nutrition. It's filled with carbohydrates, so I'm not going to do that because, you know, we're doing ketogenic eating, you know. So my thing is always this. If I call somebody and I say, hey, you know, I have this awesome product, I'd love you to give it a try. You know, Katie, do you have like pain anywhere? Oh yeah. Come on up here. Man, I didn't want to be on camera.
It's not working anyway.
Not yet, it will. Oh, good, just in time.